Should vaccinations be required for students to attend public school? If you do not vaccinate your child, they are at imminent risk for developing vaccine-preventable diseases, infecting those who are too young, old, or sick to be vaccinated, and they may be excluded from school and other child care facilities. Vaccinations have been a hot topic of controversy in years past. To vaccinate or not? I'm here to discuss the consequences to both child and society by not opting to vaccinate your child. Our first risk factor is the development of preventable diseases. According to the Immunization Coalition, there are three major illnesses that are still relevant today. First is pertussis, aka whooping cough. It is not easily treated and can result in permanent brain damage or death. Since 2010, several states have reported an increase in cases and outbreaks of whooping cough, including statewide epidemics in California and Washington. Whooping cough has killed many babies since 2010. Most deaths were in those younger than 3 months of age. Next is the measles, a highly contagious disease and may cause serious complications. Death may occur in very young or old patients. Recently, vaccine hesitancy among parents in the United States has led to outbreaks of measles here and in Canada. Lastly is the chickenpox, also a highly contagious disease. Before vaccinations, roughly 100 people died each year of the pox. Anyone infected must stay home in order to not infect others. Next, vaccines help stop the spreading of disease. In order to protect people who cannot be vaccinated, such as infants, about 90 to 95% of the population must be vaccinated. Infants, the elderly, and folks who are ill, such as children and adults with cancer, cannot be vaccinated for medical reasons. According to Friedman, anti-vaccination groups talk about medical freedom and choice, but it's not a choice when we put kids into a car. We have to use car seats and seat belts. The same should be true of vaccines. Lastly, let's talk about exemptions. In what cases is it appropriate not to vaccinate, and how is it that parents can refuse to do so? Every U.S. state allows for medical exemptions. If a child has an illness such as childhood cancer, they are medically unable to receive vaccines. And this is true of anyone who has a compromised immune system. Your body will take the vaccine and it will manifest into the actual disease. We have 47 U.S. states that allow religious exemptions. While there is no religion that actually bans vaccines, it still may be used as an excuse to not vaccinate against diseases. And we have 17 U.S. states that allow for philosophical exemptions. This is similar to a religious exemption, in that you may excuse your child from vaccines on the basis you simply do not believe in them or feel they are more dangerous than adverse diseases. A child may be unvaccinated under any of these exemptions. Those unvaccinated by way of religious or philosophical reasoning pose a grave danger to those of us who are medically unvaccinated. Without a doubt, vaccines protect us from a variety of dangerous diseases. In almost every state, however, a parent can choose not to protect their child. By doing so, their child is vulnerable to adverse diseases and worse, spreading them to those who do not have the luxury of choosing to vaccinate. Unvaccinated children are a risk to the health of those too young or old or medically ill to be vaccinated themselves. Thank you.